Welcome back to Camus Classics. Today we're going to step out of what we normally do. My niece called and we need to go get her car. It's overheating. We did replace a part yesterday, but that evidently didn't fix the problem. It's leaking in a new place worse now, so we fixed the system so that it was working correctly. Now it's leaking worse because it's got more pressure in it now. So we're going to take off. We're going to go get it and bring it back and work on it. So cruising down the road, I wanted to show you this. So when we did our learning on the Firebird, I told you there was another road that went to Heber on the other side of the lake. That's the road we're on now. So we'll show you the lake from this side of the road. It's a little hard to see because there's mountains in the way until we get down here just a bit.
That mountain that's straight ahead of us is Deer Valley, and that's, you hear it on the ski report all the time, but that's Deer Valley. Still quite a bit of snow up on them hills. This is Jordanelle Reservoir right there. It's pretty low for this time of the year.
So here's Deer Creek. This is another reservoir. We're out here in the west. It's pretty dry, so most of our water that we use for household use is maintained in reservoirs. So as the snow melts, it goes into these reservoirs, and then they just slowly drain the water out of them all year long to do things like have household water, water your lawns, things like of that nature. So this is just another one. This one's maybe 10 miles from the other one, from Jordanelle. But we're about ready to head down Provo Canyon. We'll bring you back here in a little bit, but it's a little winding. We don't want to make you sick, so we'll see you in a little bit. So we're driving down the canyon. We're still a little windy, but not as bad as the upper half of it. But I wanted to show you this. It's a place called Bridalveil Falls. It's in the middle of Provo Canyon. It's a big giant waterfall. They've had a few films here from it, and just waterfall. There used to be a restaurant up on the top that you would take a ski lift basically up to the top of it. The ski lift got taken out a few years ago in an avalanche, so that's no longer here. But here are the falls. They're running pretty good for this time of the year. Not as much as I've seen them, but they're running pretty good. Okay, as you can see, we remembered our ramps in order to haul this home. Set this here, and we'll get the car loaded on. So this is our patient. It's a 2014 Chevy Cruze.
Take a picture of the owner of it.
No,
There's
okay.
the owner of
Okay.
the little red car. Smile.
have to back it on. Touching already. Touching already. Look around, let's see if we'll go backwards. You can see we have a pretty good leak.
He's not at the ramps at all. He's not at the ramps at all.
Go back. Cut your front end that way a little. Other way. Other way. Yeah, pull up and get over that way.
Is that where the guy hit it? Papa Murphy's.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Watch that front.
Get back, but I can't see you.
Straighten your wheel out.
Watch the front of it.
Hang on just a second. Okay, come back.
As you're going on. It's not breaking.
Whoa. I go right through the tires. Good.
Whew. Good thing we had that #1 driver in the wheel. Get that backed on there.
No, got loaded. Luckily no damage. It's close. We'll take it home. We'll show you what we did yesterday and what we got to do today. So welcome to our shop. We're back. We're going to pull the car in, put it on the lift. This is our shop. Welcome to it. I'll guide him on.
We made it.
So we'll show you what happened. So yesterday when we checked it, this hose here, it's a little warm. The O-rings had failed in here, so we replaced this hose. Now that this one is fixed and it's pressurizing, this hose here is leaking. So we'll let it cool for a little bit, and then we're just going to change this hose out. They do have these compression clamps. We're going to swap out to regular hose clamps just so we can tighten it down. But yeah, so this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be changing this hose. The upper radiator hose, it's leaking back here and spraying. So we're going to let this cool and we'll get that changed. We'll come back when we're ready to change it. Okay, so in order to change the hose, we've got to drain the radiator. We're draining it into a clean bucket because this leak's been happening for a little while, so most of the fluid's fresh and clean new fluid anyway, so we were just going to reuse it. If it was old fluid, we'd of course replace it, but it's pretty well new fluid. Well over 3-4 gallons have gone into this car, so it should be mostly new fluid anyway. So we're just draining that. Before we'll lower it back down, we'll put it back together. We did have to remove a shield right here to be able to get to it. Some torque screws and some push-in pins, but we got that out. We're going to let it drain. It's going to take a little bit to do that, and then we'll set it back down. We'll put it back together because we're going to have to do the hose from the top side. So we'll just put it all together and then lower it back down, change the hose, put the fluid back in it. So we'll come back to you when we're ready to put that hose on. Okay, so we got it tore apart. We thought it was the hose. It was spraying around this, but as you can see, it is the water outlet housing. So we will have to get one of these. This car was totaled. Possible that happened in the crash, and the company that repaired it and to sell it never picked up on it, never caught it. So yeah, we're gonna have to find this housing, and then we'll be able to get it going again. Okay, so as we said, here's the old part, big cracks. Got the new part, no cracks, so we're all ready to put that in. Gasket's already on there. The temperature sensor's already in. We're ready to put this in.
That's what, put this on there before you,
What? That hose?
this right here.
It just snaps in like that.
Okay, go ahead.
That hose piece you put on now. Okay, expertly torqued to where we need it.
One pair of straight pliers.
Yeah. So these use squeeze clamps. They're not in there. That's why I don't have them. That one on. And grab this rag. Nope, Antifreeze.
You gotta come up from there. Good. Pliers. It'll be all right. I threw them on the floor. You want to put a screw clamp on that? Slide that clamp down on it. Slide that clamp down onto here, and then we'll put that on and slide it back up. Now there should be something plugged right into there. I didn't get it plugged in. Got everything plugged in now?
Yep. We're ready for antifreeze. Oh. So we're going to kind of pre-fill it and then we'll run it and fill it up.
Which one will dump in first? This one? This the new one or?
That's the one we used yesterday.
Give me your rag so I can wipe this.
ahead and hop in and start it.
Well, just squeeze that hose a few times and okay, watch your hands.
Okay, so now we're going to do a little bit of a car maneuvering around so we can get this out. We're going to take it out, make sure it's not overheating. Not seeing any leaks at the moment, so hopefully we've got it. But we'll go run it, get it up to temperature, and then we'll check and make sure our fluid levels is good. We'll kind of wipe off what we can here. But that should have us back on the road, barring any other issues. If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.